real quick, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and kind of what and your association?
Okay, hold on, let me get centered. Perfect. Yeah, my name is Antoine Sadler. I'm a driver with Walmart, and I'm on the board of directors of Truckers Against Trafficking. I've been in the trucking industry for 26 years, and I've been a board member with TAT since June of this year. And I've actually been working with TAT since 2016.
What is really quickly, and I just want to make sure that we understand what is TAT. So just I mean, Bob explained it as Truckers Against Trafficking. Tell us what it is to you. What does it mean to you? What is trucking? What is it? What is its mission?
Okay, so our mission is just to train, educate the drivers on the road what they can look for to spot human trafficking. It's for our organization, truck drivers. We're all over the place. So rest areas, truck stops, vendors, and just on every major highway, secondary road that you can think of. And we are in a great position to see and get people help.
Did you and what got you involved? I'm really curious that becoming and not only I always appreciate truck drivers and jumping in and getting involved in the community, but what got you involved in and why? What got you involved with this organization?
Okay. So part of Walmart's road team, Walmart, we sponsor Truckers Against Trafficking. And my first event was in January of 2016. We went to Orlando, Florida, and that was my very first time even hearing of Truckers Against Trafficking. Uh, had a chance to watch the video and get some literature on Truckers Against Trafficking to understand exactly what I was getting myself into. After working that first event, meeting different people that's been involved in human trafficking, both on the side of rescuing, but also on the side that was actually people being trafficked. Uh, I knew right then this was a organization plus a mission that I had to be a part of. At the time, my daughter was traveling back and forth to college, and I just felt, she's out by herself. This could be a good thing. I can educate her on, look, in case you break down, in case you have any issues going back and forth, you can have someone or have some checkpoints and look out for what's going on. And at the same time, I even go back to when I started driving the truck, and you would see stuff on the road. You would think it's just a bad choice that people made, but when you realize that it wasn't a choice that it was forced into, why wouldn't you step in and help?
Great point. Um, One of the things we learned at our safety council was a hand signal that nobody knew, not even law enforcement. And I've shared it with my daughter because she has a young daughter as well. And I don't know, were you familiar with that? Have you shared that with your daughter? Were you aware of it? The hand signal for help?
Well, and honestly, no, I'm like you. I've just recently got the story about the hand signal. A driver recognized a young lady doing a hand signal in a car, and that radioed out to get the help. So I got that story also, and I did some research and pulled it up. You go on Google, and I went, hand signals for help, and you see all the different hand signals, and I guess plus in signing, and there again we want to touch back on my daughter. So my daughter knows sign language. She's an RN, so she knows sign language. So she's very familiar with those signs also.
That's great stuff. I'll tell you what, if we talk about it and when we talk about this organization and we talk about it, human trafficking is just slavery, isn't it? I mean the real impact on our environment, and I really don't believe many people know or understand exactly how many people are truly affected by human trafficking in the United States. We think it's something that happens in other places, but we're talking about something that happens right here, right by us each and every day. Aren't I right, Antoine? I mean, really, how much is it going on?
Right. I mean, it's a multi billion-dollar industry for some reason it flies under the radar. And I guess it's there again. I can go back, like, so when I first started and you see it on the road, you think it's just bad choices that someone made. And a lot of people don't want to get involved or maybe don't know how to get involved. They haven't been educated or, enlightened on what's going on. And for us, when I have conversations with different people, they do think it's just a problem from another country or, well, if it's coming from somewhere else, it wouldn't be here if we had other, forced border control or whatever. But my analogy to that is, I give them the fertile ground analogy. If you think it's coming from an outside source, and if it grows here, that means it's fertile. It's like if you take a plant and you plant it in fertile ground, it's going to grow. Well, same thing with human trafficking. If you think it's come from somewhere else, but if it's coming here and it's flourishing, that means it's fertile ground. So it's a problem here that a lot of people either don't recognize or don't want to recognize because they want to feel safe, I guess, and want to put the problem off somewhere else. But once you're educated and you get a good sense of what's going on, you can start recognizing a lot of good signs.
What are some of the top signs to look for, Antoine?
Okay, so for truck drivers, I tell them, like, especially in your truck stops, rest areas, if you look at, especially where we park to take your layovers, you see multiple cars or maybe vehicles that shouldn't be in that certain area. Inside truck stop, if you see young ladies and also young men with certain branding on, tattoos, uh, certain sweaters like a letter sweater, or you see like maybe a necklace or some kind of a branding item. If you see people dressed a little different than some of the ones people that they're with, um, some people may be trying to reach out for help, but like say with the hand signs, or even just maybe making some kind of eye contact. And if you're paying attention, that could be another sign that could help get somebody some help.
Is there a certain type of tattoo that you said, certain kind of branding or jewelry that they all wear, or is it all? What is there a tattoo that to look for, or?
Well, I mean, it could be a letter, a numbers, a series of numbers, a series of letters, uh, whatever that if the trafficker has, like a branding, like on a cow, I guess you would say. Um, your certain ranch will have a branding for a certain, their mark. So
Wow.
you're looking for something like that. Yeah, it's to identify that person with that traffic.
Yeah, and basically makes them property
Yeah.
instead of another
Right.
individual. It kind of just identifies them as property. Very tragic. What should a driver do if they see something that they're not sure about? Should they feel uncomfortable about communicating something that when you kind of get that, hey man, that just doesn't seem right? Should they feel comfortable in calling for help?
Yes, most definitely. So my one thing I always tell drivers when I do my classes, uh, do not jump in and intervene. And I said, now, not unless you was born on the planet Krypton, then hey, I would not advise you to just go jump in there. But what I tell people at TAT, we have a hotline number that you can give a call. Call 911. Alert the if you're at a truck stop, go in and talk with the manager or talk with whoever is on duty. If you're at a hotel, go down and talk to the front desk person or talk to the manager. Start getting a chain of network, get some people involved. But like I said, we have the hotline number that you can call. It's anonymous. You don't have to give your name, and you can just make that report. Uh, it's best to err on the side of caution. There is no bad call. If you feel something that's just not right, then, I would make the call just to make sure that, hey, I'm not sure about it, but I think this may be this, and it's best to find out that the call you made could be wrong, but you never know. It could be right. It was a driver several years ago. He made that call to the TAT hotline, and that one phone call broke up a 15-state trafficking ring.
One of the things I found out, it is rampant in the entire country, but I also found that Texas is a hotbed, as you said, a fertile ground, if you will, and it was linked to some of the major interstates that connect, like 35 runs all the way to Minnesota and 20 runs, east and west. And so because of the interstate system that passes through Texas, it is a hotbed. Is there a online website address that drivers can go to find out more information, Antoine?
Yes. Well, like I say, with at TAT, you can download our app. Go to your Google or App Store, Play Store, whatever, if you on your Apple or Android. Download the TAT app, Truckers Against Trafficking, and there's plenty of information there that you can receive. Of course, you can Google all your different websites for human trafficking, but download that app, and it gives all kind of good red flag signs that you can look out for, different phone numbers you can contact if you see anything. And like I said, if you see it out on the road, dial 911. That's the best thing you can do right there at the moment, and try to get them help. And because right there, if you're driving, you see something, call it out on the highway, get the tag number, describe what you're doing. That way, you got a quick response.
Hey, Antoine, we got a real quick caller wants to ask you a question. Hang on just a second. What do you got, Dylan?
So this is actually a question coming from Justin Hayes. So he's asking, how do you get around profiling somebody in a culture where we're told not to judge people by anything? We obviously don't want to prosecute somebody who's not doing anything, but sometimes you just have a feeling. How do you go about doing that?
Okay. Yeah. So, like I said, about erring on the side of caution. So profiling, you want to be careful. You don't want to just pick out any one particular person. But in human trafficking, you can there are some telltale signs that you're looking for. So it's not a particular individual or the way they look or whatever the case like that. But you can see if someone is being mistreated. You can see if someone is if you're in a situation that they don't want to be in, and you can recognize some of those signs, that's when you want to make the call. Not just because of what a person looks like, but it's just some of the signals that they are giving out, maybe crying out for help. Everyone is always looking for that damsel in distress type person, but sometimes they can just give you a certain look, or just a certain body motion trying to signal for help.
If real quick, I know we have the app, but if you want to get or join and be a member or anything like that, you just log into the website and read the information. And we'll provide that information here. But what is the website for TAT?
Yeah, so it's just www.truckersagainsttrafficking. I think it's .org if I'm not mistaken, or .com. I got to get all my other information together, but that's the site you want to go to. But like I said, even on the app, just download the app and all the information is there. We got different merchandise and stuff inside of different truck stops. But when you download that app, and you'll see all the different websites and different numbers that you can give the phone call to. And to become a member, all you got to do is just, like say, once you call, reach out. Different companies, we encourage different companies to get involved. We encourage all walks of life, individuals, truck drivers, truck stops, any kind of law enforcement. We encourage everyone to get involved.
Is the organization partner with any certain truck stops? Do they have a partnership with entities out there that can that are maybe more prone to promoting the TAT stuff? Like, is it Love's, TAs, or anything
all
like
of
that,
them?
or all of them?
Yeah, all of them. Yes,
all
nice.
Awesome.
So you can see different billboards inside the truck stop. So I know it, for example, at the Loves, at the different locations, headed towards the restrooms, there's several billboards on the wall, and there is actually a tag billboard right there inside the truck stop. TA, they sell merchandise. They have the phone chargers, hats, all kind of different little items that has the TAT logo on it. So every different truck stop has something available that represents Truckers Against Trafficking. And also, most of the the truck stops, they've also been TAT trained. So they have been trained to make the phone call, look out for different people that may need help if they're giving off those telltale signs.
Yeah, Antoine, and you know what? It's a great organization. It's an opportunity for us to help. And man, we want to thank you for what you do. And you know, it's a great concept to know that a trucker out there, a veteran truck driver out there, is giving back to his community by finding a way to get involved and making a difference out there in the world against something so evil as human slavery and human trafficking. And man, we appreciate what you do. We appreciate what you stand for, and we want to thank you for coming on. And we hope that maybe in the future you can come back and visit us again. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Anytime. Be glad to have you. Anytime we want to discuss anything like this to get the word out, to get people involved. This is my number one goal. I really enjoy doing this. It's something near and dear to my heart. So anytime.
Yeah, and if anything pops up or comes in that we can share, just drop us a line at BCB Live if you would, Antoine, so that we can get that out quick and be an avenue for you, and then we'll follow that up with maybe you back on the show.
Okay, sounds great.
All right, Antoine, thank you very much and have a great day.
All right, do the same. Thank you, Jim.